Hey guys, it's your boy Jay-Z back again with another video. I want to start off this week's video with Manchester City going up against Newcastle. Now, I don't think a lot of people thought this game would end up the way it did. I did fear some things would happen. I didn't expect it to go down the way it did, but I definitely didn't think it was out of the realm of possibilities. Now, Newcastle, not necessarily a title contender, not a team that anyone's expecting to do much, but a team that has been rebuilding, a team that is motivated, a team that is looking to do better and to surpass what they've done previously, especially now with all the money that they've been getting, some of the figures that they've bought recently in this transfer market. And I want to kick it off with Gundogan, who got the first goal. Now, Bernardo Silva ends up being the one to set him up beautifully from the right-hand side, gets onto his favorite left foot, whips the ball in. Gundogan's there, 1-0. Kind of going how I expected things to go. Then later on, Newcastle build up a little bit more momentum, usually off the counter. Now, their number 10, who I think is a baller, by the way. I think his name's Maximin. I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce it since he's French, but I know he's a baller. I've seen him a couple of times. He likes to show off a bit. He'd show a little bit of personality and character. And he did this again this game as well, whipping a cross in for Almiron, who scores it a bit awkwardly. It looked like he was going to dive in for a header, but the ball was a little bit too low and too far behind. So he ends up kind of falling and just hitting it with his thigh, and it goes in. Nonetheless, it was a great goal. Great team play by Newcastle. They did what they had to do. And they end up actually taking the lead off a counter attack, which seems to be Man City's main problem. It seems like they don't know how to defend counter attacks. They leave a lot of space open. I believe it's either they're pressing too high up, and if that doesn't work out, then they're just left wide open. Anyway, Newcastle was able to take the lead actually. Then they get a free kick, and Trippier, which is one of the players that they bought with their newfound money, who's a specialist in free kicks. I thought he might score this, but I didn't expect him to score the way he did. He ends up just bombing it to the near post. Perfect goal, top corner. Newcastle's up 3-1. I don't think anybody expected that. And the whole stadium's going crazy. Everyone's happy. But of course, Man City's just that good of a team. They have so much quality. You can't count them out. Haaland ends up getting a goal, which is great. I was happy to see him get a goal. He was trying, but he hit the post a couple times. I think the goalie got a good save on his one of his shots as well. Ends up getting kind of a mess inside the box, but ends up knocking it in. And then another goal right away from Bernardo Silva, who gets a perfect through ball in from De Bruyne. I mean, these two just know how to lay a perfect pass, honestly. De Bruyne sets up Bernardo Silva. It's tied 3-3, and that's how the game ends. I think, honestly, no one can really complain. Newcastle weren't necessarily the more dominant team, but they did know how to take advantage of the few opportunities that they had. Man City, honestly, just looked horrible defensively. Attack-wise, they did well, but they need to finish the chances that they get, or maybe create a little bit more. I know that the season's still, barely kicking off, but very disappointing for City. Impressive from Newcastle, and we'll see what happens from there. Great game nonetheless. Now I want to talk about Spanish football really quickly. I want to head over to Celta Vigo versus Real Madrid. Celta Vigo was playing at home. A decent team. I think it's a team that a lot of people don't expect much from, but they always seem to deliver. Iago Aspas, the top leading Spanish goal scorer for the last couple seasons, I believe. Great team, but Real Madrid just has so much quality. They end up getting a penalty. Benzi converts it, gets his goal for the season. Then Celta get their own penalty as well. Just unlucky handball inside. Iago Aspas converts it, 1-1. It seemed like there was a lot of battles going on back and forth. It wasn't really too clear. One team was dominant over the other, although you could see Real Madrid's quality show off a little bit more in certain areas, like in the midfield. Got to see a great game from Tchouaméni. One of his defensive plays actually ends up leading up to a goal, but before that, Luka ends up getting some space for himself. We know how deadly he is from outside the box, and he just plays this one top corner, nothing for the goalie to do. Modric ends up getting his goal. Then Vini gets his goal off of that perfect counter that was started off from an interception, I believe, or a tackle from Tchouaméni. Luka Modric gets it. Vini's making the run. Very few people are going to catch up to Vini. He gets played through, perfect one-on-one, and scores against the keeper. Later on, Vini lays it off to Benzema from the left-hand side, plays it onto the right. Benzema gets a little unlucky, kind of slips, but luckily Fed is there. Fed doesn't think about it. First time, far post, bottom corner. Madrid's dominating at this point. later on in the match, towards the end, there's another penalty that's called. Benzema gets fouled, and him being such a great teammate, a great captain, he ends up giving the ball to Hazard so he could convert it. And yeah, well, Hazard did not convert the penalty, and that's kind of disappointing. That's how it ends. But overall, great game for Real Madrid. Luka gets a standing ovation from the away fans, which is great. Moving on to Barcelona, they ended up going up against Sociedad away. So Sociedad playing at home, this is one of their more important games. Barca was looking a little iffy, so I was kind of curious to see what would happen this game. But the quality of Barcelona came through. Lewandowski gets his goal. Dembele ends up getting on the score sheet again. Lewandowski gets another goal. A lot of mistakes inside the box. He ends up getting the ball in there, and you can't leave Lewandowski inside the box with the ball. That's a goal right there. So he gets another goal. And Fati, who came back, someone that I know the Barcelona faithful really like and really want to see him succeed, and he gets a goal too as well. A little lucky again, left inside the box by himself, places his shot, and it's an easy goal. Barcelona end up winning 4-1. Now to finish it off over in France, we had Lille go up against PSG. Lille is they're a good team, they're solid. But obviously we all expect PSG to win, but it's a matter of how they win, how well they link up between each other. And I think honestly, man, I think Neymar is like on a mission, dude. I think Neymar is just trying to prove everyone that he is capable of being that guy, regardless of who's with him, regardless if it's Messi with him, regardless if it's Mbappe with him. Neymar has all the skills and qualities in his toolbox to succeed. And this game he balled out. Starts off with Mbappe scoring within 8 seconds. Fastest goal in Ligue 1 history. He balls out. Then Messi gets his goal inside the box. Great tap in, right foot. Hakimi gets his goal as well, coming off the right hand side. Then it's just Neymar balling out. He gets 2, and then Mbappe gets 2. And it's just a goal fest from PSG. It's just a goal fest, but it was very good to see them all getting involved, getting some goals in as well. Like I said, I brought up how Mbappe seemed to kind of not really fit in with the team, not really be, comfortable. There have been reports that he's going through some stuff personally, but I'm not sure. On the field, he looked great. Everyone did well. We know what PSG's after. They're not caring that much about Ligue 1. They want the Champions League, and this season they definitely look more threatening than the season before. So I'll give them that. Anyways, guys. There's plenty more football to come. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next week on the next Football Roundup.